But we basically are going to send them various pieces of very sophisticated military, and they're going to pay us 100% for them. And that's the way we want it. And we've been trying to get that again. I don't think Biden ever asked for it. We're in for about 350 billion. Europe is in for 100 billion. That's a lot of money, 100, but they should be in actually for more than us. So as we send equipment, they're going to reimburse us for that equipment. Doesn't that sound good? But I am very disappointed with President Putin. You know, I thought he was somebody that meant what he said, and he'll talk so beautifully, and then he'll bomb people at night. We don't like that.
He doesn't like that. Not so much that people died in the bombing, but that he was nice to me and then he may make me look bad. And so weirdly, Donald Trump caring only about his own feelings has led him to do something that might help Ukraine in this case, that he's going to be sending these Patriot missiles. Now, of course, he does that while at the same time attacking Biden of not being supportive enough of Ukraine, even though he campaigned on going a complete 180 from the Biden policy on Ukraine. Now Biden wasn't supportive enough. And of course, he lied about how much the US has spent on Ukraine. He literally doubled the amount that many people peg as the amount that has been spent there. But regardless, he now wants to help them out. And so, is he doing the right thing? We're gonna debate that. But also, he might be willing to go even further in opposition to Putin. Take a look at this.
As you know, we've spent $350 billion approximately on this war with Russia and Ukraine, and would like to see it end. It wasn't my war, it was Biden's war. It's not my war, I'm trying to get you out of it. And we want to see it end. And I'm disappointed in President Putin because I thought we would have had a deal 2 months ago, but it doesn't seem to get there. So based on that, we're going to be doing secondary tariffs if we don't have a deal in 50 days. It's very simple. And they'll be at 100%. And that's the way it is. That can be more simple. It's just the way it is. I hope we don't have to do it.
Okay, so we'll get back to the debate, but I also just want to point out, so what are you gonna know in 2 weeks? You're gonna send out the letters? God, just actually do something. And again, he lies, doubling the amount that's been spent on Ukraine. He has to lie. That's his core programming, is to lie about stuff like that. And how many months are you gonna talk about how this is Biden's war, not yours? Like, MAGA, does that make you feel better about the situation? That like we'll be on the last day of his presidency and he's still blaming everything on Joe Biden? And also, he's now saying, I would have thought we'd have a deal 2 months ago. That's not how you campaigned. You didn't say I would have thought. You said I will have a deal. Again, now all of a sudden it's, what are you gonna do? Before it was I alone can save it. But regardless, setting aside that, JR, he now seems willing, even if for the wrong reasons, to help Ukraine not be conquered by Russia. So I guess that's an improvement. What do you think?
You really can't take anything this guy says as something that he'll actually do. That's why he's got the taco nickname. I mean, that's just from the tariffs, but let alone when it comes to negotiations, as far as this whole thing goes, which these aren't negotiations anymore. This is now supplying more weapons to the guys that they said were using us, that were taking so much of our money. And he has to make sure he tries to separate himself from that by saying, isn't that good? It's good, right? It's good, we get total reimbursement. Isn't that good? It's good because I know you guys are gonna come and talk about how I literally campaigned against doing exactly what now I have to do because I was gonna end the war in 1 day. Let's not forget it. 1 day he was gonna end this war because he has great relationship with Vladimir Putin. The guy that he still can't say it's his war. It's still Joe Biden's war, but it's not Vladimir Putin's war, even though he's thoroughly disconnected and discouraged in the way that this guy's gone about things. He keeps thumbing his nose at me and it's weird. It's like I look like a sorry chump that continues to get played by this guy. It's weird how that works. So I literally can't even predict what I think will happen because this guy can't predict what will happen either.
Yeah, I don't know. I want to remind everyone, I know that like simultaneously every time works, so everything feels like it takes forever and also everything has happened. He has been in charge of this war for 6 months now. Again, he's not the new president. We're double past the honeymoon period. At some point, you have to take responsibility, and we'll see. Maybe he now has a reasonable position on this, and he's going to stand up for their sovereignty or whatever. We'll see. I just want to also quickly mention before we go, in terms of sending Patriots there, we apparently only have like 25% of the Patriot missiles that would be needed for the Pentagon's current plans. Like, we're running out of them, and we haven't even given them to Ukraine yet. We've used a lot, obviously, in defense of Israel. So just something to bear in mind, these Patriot missiles that are like in theory supposed to be for defending America or whatever, like which never really have been. We're almost out of them at this point. So just something to bear in mind.